It is working. Demon, you will do as we command. Welcome back to Compendium of Monsters. This week's entry, the Marilith. Before we continue, please make sure you've subscribed to my channel. It helps me out a lot. Mariliths are challenge level 16, large-sized demons. They have an armor class of 18, average hit points of 189, a speed of 40 feet, true sight out to 120 feet, while they communicate in both abyssal and by telepathy out to 120 feet. True sight differs from dark vision in that it allows the Marilith to see invisible creatures, see through illusions, see onto the ethereal plane, and see normally in both normal and magical darkness. Also, remember that telepathy allows you to communicate with another creature, even if you don't share a language. Mariliths are resistant to cold damage, fire damage, lightning damage, and damage from non-magical weapons. They are immune to poison damage and the poisoned condition. Mariliths have proficiency in 4 different saving throws: Strength, Constitution, Wisdom, and Charisma. This makes a Marilith astonishingly difficult to grapple, charm, or banish. Mariliths have several abilities that make them very dangerous opponents. Starting with the most dangerous, Magic Resistance, or your magic. If you're unfamiliar with this ability, Magic Resistance allows a creature advantage on saving throws against all spells and spell effects. Mariliths have the Magic Weapons ability, meaning all their weapon attacks count as magical for the purposes of overcoming magical resistances. Mariliths also have the Reactive trait, which allows them to take a reaction each turn during combat. Mariliths have a multi-attack that features 7 separate attacks. Yes, 7. Mariliths start with a tail attack that has a 10-foot reach. If it hits, a medium-sized or smaller creature is grappled. The Marilith then normally makes 6 sword attacks against the grappled target, having advantage on all 6 of the strikes. To make matters worse, the grappled target is both restrained and automatically hit with successive tail attacks unless they break free. At least this means the Marilith can't make tail attacks against other targets, but sheesh. It's no small thing, as the average damage for all 7 attacks comes out to roughly 87 points per round, with the possibility of critical hits not included. Mariliths can take an action to teleport up to 120 feet away, taking any equipment it is wearing or carrying with it to an unoccupied space it can see. Mariliths use this tactic to close in on enemy spellcasters, brutally savaging the now unprotected squishies. Lastly, Mariliths can take a reaction to parry against a melee attack that would hit them, provided they can see the attack and are wielding a weapon. Parrying adds 5 AC to a Marilith's existing 18, requiring a 23 to successfully hit. They can do this once per each enemy's turn. I hope you don't have too many melee classes, because you're gonna have a really bad time. Mariliths stand between 7 to 9 feet tall, 20 feet long, and are roughly 2 tons of solid muscle. Mariliths are extremely intelligent and are the main tacticians in the fabled Blood War, wreaking havoc wherever they encounter the opposition. Mariliths are delighted to throw themselves into melee combat and fear no death outside of the abyss. This is an unsurprising attitude for a demon, and it begs the question, do you really want to go up against something that has nothing to lose by fighting you and everything to gain by killing you? Me neither. Speaking of murderous, you know how Mariliths carry 6 swords? Well, Mariliths go to great lengths to keep powerful magical weapons dropped by fallen foes. It is likely that each Marilith you face has at least 3 magical weapons that will absolutely ruin your day. Though keep in mind that there aren't firm limits for how many magical items a hostile NPC can be attuned to. Worst case scenario, you could fight a Marilith wielding a Vorpal sword, a Flame Tongue, a Frostbrand, a Mace of Terror, a Sword of Answering, and a vicious weapon. Now, if you manage to defeat a Marilith with all of these goodies, you can keep them. But let me arm you with the knowledge that Mariliths will go to particularly extreme lengths to recover their weapons. Have you ever fought against a surprise attack from a rampaging demon horde? Take the weapons a Marilith drops, and you just might. Another thing you should consider, Mariliths like to decorate their bodies with ornate jewelry, and it's quite possible that a Marilith has several additional magic items in their possession. A Marilith is a deadly challenge for a group of 4 adventurers at level 11. However, variant Meriliths have the ability to summon demons once per day. There is a 50% chance for a Merilith to summon one of the following: 1d6 Vrox, 1d4 Hezru, 1d3 Glabrezu, 1d2 Nalfeshni, or a second Merilith. The summoned demons cannot summon other demons and remain for 10 rounds, doing their best to inflict as much damage as possible before disappearing. Fighting a Merilith plus summoned demons is a deadly encounter for all but the strongest of adventuring parties. It's best to run away for a minute and regroup, or you could use that time to destroy the Merilith's existing force, as these deadly demons are rarely without a large entourage. Meriliths are born out of the infinite cesspit that is the Abyss, and are named for the first of their kind, Merilith. As expert tacticians and commanders, Meriliths are a complementary force to Balor, whose gross malignance and sheer power are second only to demon lords. Like other fiends, Meriliths can be summoned and bound by those foolish enough to attempt such. Be warned, as summoning a Merilith is guaranteed to end in the Merilith's escape, resulting in the summoner's death. Anyways, what do you all think about Meriliths? Have you had any harrowing encounters with these demonic strategists? Let me know in the comments below. As always, thank you all so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please hit that subscribe button, smash that like button, and share my video on your social media. I'll see you all next time.